Yes, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Everyone is ready. So my grandparents, well, my grandma, that woman, whew, back then I used to think she was cheap, and meaning tight money, but now I realize she was a very wise woman. She would not throw her money away. When I was growing up, I would go there for the summer, and I would stay with my grandparents. And they had no TV at their house. There was 4 of us children who would go there, and we would ask, and they would say, nope, we have no TV, we have no telephone. And they lived far out in the country. They had nothing. And they also had no car. So the 4 of us kids would stay there. We would think, what's there to do? And they lived near a river. And so we would go play, and we would go swimming, and we would go fishing. It was super fun. And so we would have to think of creative ways of what there was fun to do, because there was nothing around there. It was all old people. And my grandparents themselves, I said they were tight on money. When I was growing up, and do you guys know like foil wrap? And I thought it came in a ball. Now the reason I thought that is because my grandmother, she wouldn't throw it away. She wanted to save it. So she would crumble it up in a ball and put it on the counter, and she would think, the next time I need foil, I'll take it off the ball, and I'll use it then. So when I was younger, I didn't realize foil didn't come in a ball, and that it came in a different package. And my grandfather, he was a smoker, and when he smoked, he wouldn't smoke them all the way down, and my grandma would see it, and she would find it, and she would smoke it all the way down. She wanted to save money wherever she could. So my point in saying that is that she was really saving money. So at this point, my grandfather had died, and I went to go visit my grandmother. And so we were chatting along, and later that afternoon, she asked me, do you want something to eat? And she said, okay, what do you want? You want some rabbit? And I said, oh, meat? I never thought about eating a rabbit. And she said, my grandma would eat rabbit. She didn't have a car. She couldn't really go to the store, so she would have to find things out in the back. And I thought, I've never had rabbit myself. So every morning my grandma lived near to a highway, and they had a really big window. My grandma would sit there and just look out and watch the cars go by. And one day she saw a rabbit out there. You can see different flowers in the highway. And that morning my grandma woke up and opened the curtains and looked out, and she noticed something on the highway. She walked out there and she saw that there was a rabbit dead on the highway. So my grandma felt it, thought, still warm. So she snatched it up and brought it home, cleaned it up, put it on the stove and fixed it up to eat, and thought, that's the way of saving money. And my grandma made me think she was a strong woman who, even when her husband died and didn't have anybody to take care of her, she knew how to fend for herself and not depend on other people. And you know what? She passed that down to me. I know how to save my money, and mind you, I'm not picking up rabbit off of the highway, but I do know how to save money. If I see roadkill, I leave it there.